Hey everybody, it's been a while. But I've been making a Fortnite game here, and I'm submitting to Epic Picks right now, but they want a few things from me. They want to fly through, and they want to see the gameplay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick fly through, go over the basics of the code and how everything was written, how I basically created this, time frame and everything, and then I'll play some small gameplay of me and a few friends playing when we're done with it. So this is the standard fly through here, nothing too crazy. And what makes this game mode so special is that I developed the map to randomly generate itself every game. And then on those rounds, because we have 4 additional rounds built in, during those rounds, the map will save itself to the game. And then when you end the game and you restart the game, there's a lot of fog in here. I'm going to have to switch over to my UEFN editor to show you a better fly around here. But I'll switch over right now and we'll just talk about that in a minute. Alright, so I'm switched over to my editor now, and we're at low scalability settings, so that way all the fog isn't super dense. But if we scroll over here, turn down some of this just a little bit so you can see, what I did for the map system is everything is calculated in sections. So we have basically a 3 by 3 square. And if I go in, let me pull up my content browser here. And we're going to go into my map rotations. And the way that everything is handled, it's controlled by a little sphere that's attached to every object. And those will play during the animation to pull them up. And as the animation finishes, it gets saved to persistence information. So that way it's saved on the server. And then it's called every round. And the way that we're doing that is we have all these little randomized buttons, and these buttons here, these will save the information, the cinematic device will play the animation, and then these will play it randomly throughout the game, right? So we have one for each section, one for each row, and we have a total of 9. So we have these little sections that are predefined and pre-built by me. These are just handmade little squares. And then the system will select. And in total combination, I think there was somewhere around, when I did the math, it was like 1.9 million, somewhere in there, map generations that could be made. But as far as like the title and everything, I put it at 1 million because I don't know if my math completely 100% lines up on that, but I know it's over 1 million. So I just want to put that out there. We have little teleporter rooms made, super simple with some decent little blocks. And then we actually have this blocking platform here, this little red thing. This allows you to get a nice solid even ground, and just in case people fall through the ground, this will catch them and teleport them back up. But the solid ground allows people to clip through, because I had this weird clipping issue on the sides. Like when a map would join up with another map, there'd be a weird seam and it would look really gross. So I put these objects here in between each one of those seams to flush out and make everything look really nice between transitions. And when you walk into those with your character, sometimes you'll clip through them and fall. So I put this little block just a little bit above it, so that way you don't clip through. As far as the lobby area, it's pretty simple. It's pretty standard. You have your main characters spawning in. These mutator zones will affect their classes and their teams. Every class is different and every team is different, so I could have full control on damage calculation, everything to do with the invisibility system, how points are awarded, the accolade system. Everything needed to be controlled per specific class, especially since I built this fancy camera system. So the camera system in here was that second really cool thing that I wanted to add in. And what the camera system does is it's a standard, everybody gets that first person over the shoulder camera. And when you join in as Blockman, or the main character, you start off in an overhead camera. So you have 2 different teams that have 2 different camera systems. And when Blockman goes and he picks up these little ectoplasm things, what he'll do is he'll switch cameras, and so will the ghosts. So Blockman will go into a first person and the ghost will go into a third person. And the reason why I have third person is that way, or that top-down view, is that way you can see over walls and you can anticipate where all the ghosts are coming from. There are a lot of small mechanics built in, like there's little invisibility balls, which I have scattered around that are on random timers. We have the coin system, which these are just collectible objects that allow you to get specific points. And everybody gets different points for, eliminating opponents or eliminating teammates. If you're on the ghost side, you can eliminate your teammates. However, it takes a long time. There's also a chance that if Blockman picks up one of these ectoplasms, if you've accidentally hurt your teammate, Blockman gets the points for it. So yes, you can kill your teammates and get points, but your teammates also have an alternative. So there's these button switches here. So if a ghost has taken damage, or a ghost gets, if there's a bug that happens, somebody gets stuck somewhere or something like that, I wanted a way for people to respawn. And right now the respawn system is bugged out. You can't actually hit escape and go to click the respawn in some cases. So what I did is I assigned respawn to right click. So since respawn is right click, you can manually kill yourself. That allows you to also counter Blockman from getting points on you if he tries to kill you. It allows you to counter anybody who's just flaming you. If they're playing as a ghost and you're playing as a ghost and they just keep going around killing their teammates, you can right click and kill yourself and they don't get any points for it. And you can deny. So there's tons of different little mechanics in here. This could be a very competitive game if you're really up for it. But I'll show you some gameplay. We'll go over everything and I'll see you guys in a minute.